Hope everyone's having a great day. This is Seth here with another knife review. As you can see, this is an Mtech Ballistic, which means it is an assisted opening piece. This is the Punisher model. And right off the bat, one of the things I noticed about it was how heavy duty this knife is. This would be a great workhorse. First thing I noticed after I noticed how heavy it was is how stiff the assisted action is, the flipper, which can be a good thing or a bad thing depending on how you want to look at it. Another thing is the line lock is kind of iffy. Like once you open it and you release it and then you let it go back again, it's possible. See how I'm pushing up and the line lock's failing. Seems okay if you use the assist to just to spring the swing the blade open, but manually closing it, you better watch. Manually opening it once you have deployed it is kind of iffy. Like right there, the line lock lines up right where it's supposed to be. So if you want to disengage and then re-engage, you might want to go all the way back and use the flipper. Now it is starting to loosen up a little bit, which is a good thing. As I said, it's a Punisher. It's the Punisher model, which is why I bought it. I like the Punisher a lot, especially the new Daredevil season. It's pretty cool. And I actually like the older movies, not the one with Dolph Lundgren. That's pretty boring, but the one with what's his name? Anyway, I really dig the knife. It has a kind of a OTF look to it out the front, and believe it or not, I actually like this better than my knockoff, the Microtech, for the simple fact that it feels better. The knife deploys better. It's not going to fail to deploy, as with the Microtech. It sometimes pops up and then comes back down because of the safety feature. It has a glass breaker, which feels very, very, very sturdy. I wouldn't doubt this could bust somebody's window open. And it has a lot of meat, a lot of stuff, a lot of metal behind it, reinforcing it. It came with a decent, as I call them, starter edge on the Mtech. I'll do a paper swipe cut test here in just a second to show you the initial sharpness. I have not stropped it or done anything to it. I literally just got it out of the box. The clip is on the top, which means you have to carry it tip up in the pocket. Tip down in the pocket. So you got to carry it like this. And the clip is not movable. You can remove it, but you can't change the side, in other words. But let's go ahead and let's see how sharp this bad boy is. It is starting to loosen up a little bit on the assist. That's a decent edge. I'll be able to sharpen that up no problem. And just to give you guys a little comparison, this is my Mtech clone that I cannot get it sharp. I've done everything I can to it. It grabs every single time. It will not. I ground it down to like nothing, and it just refuses to take an edge. So I'm just gonna do what I said I was gonna do with this piece and leave it alone. But as you guys can see, they look similar. Like the line lock's starting to get broke in a little bit too. So it's starting to move over more to where it needs to be. So the Punisher knife looks it's better to me than this clone is, but I'm comparing it to this one because they're kind of similar. Both of them have glass breakers. Both of them have a similar look to them once they're deployed. But the Mtech definitely beats this one. It's just on edge, on deployment. This one tends to fail every now and then, even though, of course, it isn't going to do it. And you can see how much metal I've ground off, and I know how to sharpen a blade. It will not take an edge. It just won't take an edge. I think the steel is so cheap, and once you get to a certain point, it won't maintain it. And I've also kind of toyed around with the idea that maybe the edges are grinding against the inside, because it is a clone. It's just a cheap copy. So this is going to be just a, hey, look at this weird knife I got. It has an out the front feature. That's all I can use it for. It won't cut it. I can use it as a impact weapon, but other than that, no. So the Mtech Punisher gets probably, let's say, 6.5 to 7 out of 10 stars. If you wanted me to rate it like that. I like it a lot. I'm gonna have to sharpen it up a little bit. Won't take much to get that Seth sharpness to it. I'll probably like it a lot better once I get it really broke in. And I plan to carry this back to work with me on Friday, just to break it in, have something new to tinker around with. So that's it, guys. That's my thoughts on the Punisher Mtech ballistic knife. This is the box it came in. Nothing too fancy, nothing too special. Let me see if there's anything I missed. There is some jimping right here to give good grip. The line lock actually sticks out a little bit, and when you're gripping it, so you can tell if it moves or anything. And plus, this little this quillion right here, I guess that's what it's called. If the line lock does fail while you're holding it, you still got that to get to your finger before the actual blade will. But it's a budget knife. I mean, I paid like $12 for this thing, and considering for the money I spent, you get a lot of knife. It's really cool. I like it. And Mtech's hard to beat. They really are. They're workhorses. They come decently sharp, usually able to at least draw cut paper out of the box. They come really, really, like, this is a heavy duty knife. Like, let's see if I can get it to sound. It's not, this isn't like cheap plastic or anything like that. This is like heavy duty. It's really hard, really just a good workhorse knife. Alright, that's it, guys. You guys have a great one. Peace, and say my name. We'll see you next time.
Why so serious?